Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Gaming, and today I'm going to be doing a review comparing the Razer Ripsaw HD versus the Elgato HD60 X. Which one of these is a better capture card? How much were they? Which one actually works better? You'll find out in this video when these two titans go one-on-one with the Undertaker. I mean, my streaming software. Yeah, so stick around and we will answer the question, which one of these is better? Alright, let's go and start talking about them. Let's talk about the Razer Ripsaw HD first. It's manufactured by Razer and was first released on the 8th of April 2019. The specs on it are full HD 1080p 60 frames a second video capture with the pass-through capable of 4K 60 frames a second. The connectivity is a HDMI 2.0 and a USB 3.0 ports. It also has a microphone and headphone port on the front for all your microphone and headphone needs. Let's move on to the pricing. When I picked it up off Amazon on the 8th of July 2021, it was £100 and 93 pence. As of now, the 23rd of February 2024, it is £117 and 36 pence. Now it's time to talk about the Elgato HD60 X. It's manufactured by Corsair and was first released on the 5th of April 2022. The specs are full HD 1080p at 60 frames a second or 4K at 30 frames a second. Both of them have HDR10 quality. The pass-throughs include 1080p at 120 and 240 frames a second, 1440 at 120 frames, and 4K at 60 frames. All of them also being HDR10 quality. It also includes VRR pass-through, whatever that is. The connectivity is HDMI 2.0 and USB 3.0, and there is also a headphone port on the front of it. There is no microphone port. It does not support any microphone inputs. The pricing, I picked it up on the 21st of February 2024 off Amazon for £140 on sale. The retail price is £190. As of recording this video on the 23rd of February, it is still currently on sale. When I release this video on the 3rd of March, it may or may not still be on sale. Just check the link in the description or check your local Amazon if you are not in the UK. Now I'm going to show you footage from the Razer followed by footage from the Elgato, just to show you the quality, the sound, everything else the capture cards have to offer. All of this was captured on the exact same PS3 to the exact same computer via HDMI, going through a HDMI splitter because PS3 does not have native HDMI capture card support because of the HDCP. Both of these capture cards were filmed at 100% volume within the streaming software. None of them have been lowered or risen. They are exactly the same, 100%. So if the volume is really loud, that is the maximum the capture card will release. Both full dynamic range and HDR are both turned off within my streaming software for the capture. This is as vanilla as you get for this capture card. I have done nothing special, no enhancements to these whatsoever. This is the pure raw footage that you would get from these capture cards if you plugged it in as of now. So watch the footage and then we'll discuss a little bit and then we'll have more review things to do. Enjoy the footage.
you going? Hey, wait! Stop! What is this? What's going on here?
Hi, I'm Josie Marin, and I play Mia in Need for Speed Most Wanted. Make sure you do all your racing in the game. On the streets, drive...
Cheryl? Is that Cheryl? Where are you going? Hey, wait! Stop! What is this? What's going on here? Oh.
I'm Josie Marin, and I play Mia in Need for Speed Most Wanted. Make sure you do all your racing in the game. On the streets, drive safely and responsibly, and wear your seatbelt.
Alright, you've seen the footage now, but it's kind of hard to compare the actual video quality with them not being side by side. The initial one was more about the sound and seeing the quality. I have now done them side by side. You'll be seeing the footage. If you're curious, the like little E and R at the top, but Razer is on the left, Elgato is on the right. So yeah, we're going to compare the footage. There is absolutely no audio in this. This is just purely comparing the exact same footage with each other, showing off which one looks better. And then we'll have a final conclusion and the full part of the review and what I recommend after the comparison footage. See you in a second. Let's get to the conclusion time. Which one was better? What did they do good? What did they do bad? And which one would I recommend? Let's start with the Razer Ripsaw. On the good points, the color sharpness and definition was really good compared to the Elgato. Just everything was just a little bit sharper, a little bit more defined within the color on the standard setters that we ran it on. They actually did look pretty good in most circumstances. The other good point that this has is there was no connection issues whatsoever. Just plugged it into the PS3, showed up on my monitor, showed up on the computer, no issues with anything there. Plugged it in the PC, which you didn't get any PC footage, but the laptop footage came out really, really nice. Plugged it in, worked. No issues with any connection that I tried with the Razer. Now we get on to the bad. Audio. The audio on the Razer Ripsaw is ridiculously quiet 90% of the time. Infamous wasn't too bad. That's actually the capture card I used to film the entire thing. But as you could hear from the Silent Hill and Need for Speed game, they were barely audible at all. And like I said, that was at 100% recording volume. Like, audio is damn near impossible. I tried to stream Dead Space from my computer to here, and I had to knock my microphone down so the audience could turn their audio sources up to actually hear the game. The next bad point is it really blows out the dark. The dark areas are way too dark compared to what they're actually meant to be. Infamous, you could see in the footage, just like really blew out the darkness. And I did stream Dead Space from this. I had to turn my brightness all the way up and faff with a lot of settings within the streaming software just to get it so the game wasn't too dark. It really blows out the dark colours within this capture card. And the last bad point of this is performance. Without an optimization tool called Ripsaw HD System Optimization Tool, it lags. If you've seen my Infamous series, there is a couple of episodes where the game is constantly lagging. That's because I didn't put the optimization tool on before recording them. The optimization tool was on for both of these capture cards within this recording. It just basically makes it so your CPU doesn't go idle and it stops stuff lagging within the capture card. Don't know if it made a difference to the Elgato, but it didn't seem fair to turn it off for one of them and leave it on for the other. So it was on for both. But yeah, the actual performance without the optimization tool is not fantastic. So yeah, that is Razer, the good and bad points. Now let's move on to the Elgato. The first good point Elgato has is audio. So much clearer, so much louder, a lot easier to work with. At some points, it peaked the audio recording because it was just that loud. Like I said, I left it at 100%, so you heard the max range, but a lot more audible for anybody to hear when you're streaming or recording. And another good point is picture. This capture card did not blow out the darkness compared to what the Razer did. The Infamous one is a perfect example. It did not have any issues with displaying the darks. Just made it so you could actually see more what you was meant to be displaying compared to real life on the game console than the Razer did. Now the bad points. Obviously, I mentioned the sharpness of the colour on the Razer. They're less sharp and less defined on this, which is a bad point. But it's kind of a half bad point because I didn't optimize any of the video footage. I didn't turn on HDR. I didn't do full dynamic camera. I didn't do any of the contrast, sharpness, brightness, anything like that. So you could fix that issue within your own streaming software. Plus, apparently Elgato has a little software to download to do this as well. So there's probably settings in there to fix it. But as standard, with no faffing, the colours were less sharp and defined. And the last bad point is I had connection issues with this. Both things I tried had connection issues. The laptop wouldn't display the laptop onto my monitor when I had the capture card plugged in, the HDMI splitter plugged in, but it did it fine with the Razer. That was only a minor issue. I could unplug it and then put it in. But the main issue I had was the PS3. The display was pink for the monitor. I don't know why, but the monitor display for it was pink. Had a really pink hue over it. And I couldn't seem to get rid of it. Thankfully, it was only on the monitor part and not the recording part. I have bought some new HDMI cables, so I will be testing this. And I will put an update in the description of this video if I have managed to fix that issue, and let you know it loses a little bit of that point because I fixed it. But as of now, the pink hue was there when I played PS3, and I can't even just remove the HDMI splitter. And the HDMI splitter was not the issue because it worked with the Razer, and the HDMI splitter worked perfectly fine plugging it into the PS4, because I wanted to check whether the splitter was the issue. Because obviously I couldn't test it with the laptop because it won't work, so I put the PS4 in, and it had no issues displaying it perfectly fine. So it was an issue with the PS3 and the capture card, so it does lose a point for connection issues. But which one was better? It's very quite clearly, obviously, the Elgato. The connection issue you can sort out quite easily. Like the PS3 one, like I said, it was only on the monitor, so worst thing, you just watch your streaming software for your display. Might be slightly off, but there you go. And the other one was a HDMI splitter, which I removed for the laptop. No other issue apart from that. And the less sharp colour you can remove. So overall, the Elgato did much, much better at displaying what I needed it to than the Razer. So my recommendation out of these is spend the extra £13 or £23 or whatever it was, and buy the Elgato if you're looking for one. Or, just buy one of those PCMIe plug-in capture card things that they do for Elgato, like the 4K things, if you really want to go fancy and up a class on this. But yeah, there's my two comparisons. Elgato wins! I really hope you've enjoyed this comparison. If you have, please make sure you smash that like button, share and subscribe. And until next time, guys, joyous viewing.